So I asked myself a simple question. If I put on both my glasses, would I have supervision? No. No. I think it just cancels out and it's back to regular bad vision. Let's see. No, it's worse. It's actually worse. Obviously, I'm an idiot. Welcome back, friends. Last guy here, and it's time for the vlog. And I forgot I like using this Kirby because it's hilarious looking to me. This looks funny. It's like, right. I love it. I shouldn't have moved things while I was on the mic, but I love it. So what is there to talk about? Okay, so I've been sick for like 2-3 weeks. That's why I haven't been a vlog. I've just been sick. And I'm finally healthy again, which is important. I think like my lung capacity still needs like a couple more days, but I hope not. Because I tried to record the podcast and it didn't work out. Like, I think I'm alright. I think I might be able to. Because I'd only be able to say a sentence and I'd have to breathe. And the sentence I have to breathe. You know how bad that is for... What's the word here? Flow? There ain't no flow. There ain't no flow when you're like, yada, yada, yada. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, yada. It's just no flow. There ain't no flow. Ain't got no flow to go. Yeah, no flow. No flow. Okay, so what's going on? We finally released... It's bad to word it, finally. Finally released the 5th episode of Kirby Superstar for the podcast. Next will be the 6th and final episode for Superstar, which will be me ranking every single song in that soundtrack for Kirby Superstar. So I can't wait for that. I'm also working on the next episode for the podcast, which will be... Okay, I'm still kind of sick, it seems. Which will be, what is it called? What's it called? Oh, the, Kirby's Best Year Ever. It's an episode just like 2022 is Kirby's best year ever. And it starts out going over 2021 and other things to set up 2022. And then it's all about 2022, just listing everything out. And then what we're looking forward to for 2023. Not a lot's happening in 2023, but there are some things to look forward to. So that's what that podcast episode's about. And then I'm going to put out a poll just going like, all right, you guys want an anime episode next? Or do you want a light novel, manga? What do you guys want to see next? Just so that'll steer me what direction people are most interested in. And then go there. And if people just pick anime, then I go anime. I think I'll do that. And if they say game episode, then we'll move on to Star Stacker. Because that's the next game and stuff like that. For the channel, right now we are obviously in a low point right now. There's one-shots that need to be done, but they haven't been done. There are, Phoenix is just weekly now. I think it's just what it's gonna be. We're not gonna be seeing, like, LPs for a little bit. Now, what I want to do is, I want to do a learning Japanese, series. That's what I want to do. I want to do a series where we go through Japanese games and learn Japanese. And I have the perfect game for it. I mentioned this like a while back. And I have the perfect game. I want to do it. Just haven't done it yet. And I will do it soon once I get back in the swing of things. Right now, though, it's just dealing with what I've been working towards. That is, the interviews for promotions are Monday. That's why I got a haircut. Look at my hair. Look how fabulous this hair is. It is a lot longer than I realized it was. So it's twofold reason for the haircut. One is, of course, for the job interview. The other one is so I have better, nicer looking hair for updated pictures for my dating profile. This is it. Like, it has been a while since the last girlfriend and love of my life. So it's time. Definitely time to move on. It's been a couple years. So I have subscribed to like 5 dating apps. I'm gonna get some really nice pictures for it. And if I'm still single by the end of the year, I don't know anymore. I think you just give up. I think you just become an old man. It just didn't happen. I don't know. Well, I'm actually also gonna do, I saved up money so I can do, so I do all these subs, saved up money for all these subs, but I also saved up money so I can do a matchmaker. So all of that fails. Now the thing is, when I'm swiping left right, I am judging on looks a little bit and on personality. Well, as much as you can get from pictures, personality, and then from just profile introductions and their marks and everything. Obviously, I'm not swiping right on anyone who's not vaccinated. Like, if you specifically let me know you're not vaccinated, I'm like, thank you for letting me know. Not swiping. I have seen too many people die from the COVID. I know you're healthy, but not everyone around you is, and you might catch someone might catch some strays from you, and it's over for them. That might happen. It's very unfortunate. Like anecdotally for myself, I have seen unvaccinated and vaccinated people get the exact same strain, and the unvaccinated one's the one who dies every time. So I am very apprehensive on that one. And just if you're just like aggressively this or that, obviously I'm not swiping. And then Jinx made the point is like maybe my standards are too high because when I do the matchmaker, they're just gonna probably just give me someone who's not necessarily up to those standards on looks. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Like, I'm not aiming for tens up in here. Well, obviously, you see a 10, you swipe on it. But, like, how do I word this? Average and up. Like, average and up is what I'm swiping on. But I swipe, and this is no judgment. No judgment. But if you are morbidly obese, I'm not in that area. That's not something I like. There are bros who like that stuff. That's not the way to work. There are bros who like big ladies. I'm just not one of them. But all the power to those who do. And all the power to my big brother, my big sisters. Like, I do have some issues with. Let's make this a topic. My issue with some of the fat shaming stuff and the body positivity stuff and all that stuff is you should be happy with who you are, regardless of your size. You should be happy with yourself, your own personality, and everything. But I'm also on the side of, but it's not necessarily healthy to be that big. Like, this is the thing. The human body is effing amazing. Because there are ladies and dudes who are like 500, 600 pounds. And the human body is strong enough to deal with that. That is an amazing testament to the human body. But at some point, the human body just can't do it anymore. And your body breaks down, and then you're forced to use a cart the rest of your life. Having less weight, straining your body is very helpful. The other reason why I'm not going for ladies that big, also health-wise, is I need someone who is around my fitness or fitter to help me, because environment helps you with what you do. If I'm around somebody who's more fit than I, or around my fit level, then I'll stay at my fit level or get more fit. Because the less weight I have on my body and the more fit I am, the less load there is on my spine. And for those who don't know, or it's been a while, I had back surgery on my back. And it was very painful. The recovery was very painful, and I'm going to have more surgeries in the future. So it is definitely important to be more fit. So if I'm around someone who just eats a lot, I'm going to want to eat a lot too. That's just how it is. And so I don't want to be around that. I want to be around someone who just eats healthier, and I'll try to eat healthier too. That's the thing. Is like, my dad and my sister don't necessarily eat the most healthiest, and sometimes I fall into that. So I have to stay away from them so I can eat healthier. That's just how that is. And so it is important to be comfortable in your own skin. 100%. But I think trying to get to a healthier weight should always be a goal for everyone, regardless of that. Because I want y'all to be alive forever. Like, be like 80, 90, whatever. Of course, a car accident can ruin all of that. But it's all about working the odds. And being just a way bigger person does not have higher odds of survival compared to just a more fit frame, a more fit body. So yeah, I'm not judging. I think you could have more. You could do, well, better health-wise when you're a very big person in that way. Still, eat all the cake you want. I don't know. Because the one thing I don't want to be is, I don't want to be someone who is, I don't want to shame anyone for being themselves. I'm all about accepting people for who they are. But that does not mean don't try to improve yourself. Being content with yourself does not mean don't improve. I think that's the important thing. And that's the important thing to think about at the end of all this. Like, we should always be trying to improve ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually. We should always be trying to improve ourselves. Now, it can be exhausting. So obviously, if you're getting tired of it, then take a break here and there. Then get back on it. like, just good for you. It'll help you out. One way or another, it'll help you out. I think everyone, it's important to improve. And it sounds like no duh, right? But I think you still have to mention it and bring it up so that everyone's reminded of that. We're capable of becoming better than we are. Every day we can be better than we were the day before. We can get worse too, but we should try for better than worse. By the way, there are not a lot of muscle women on these dating apps, and I wish there were more. If there was a muscle woman dating app, oh my god. I'm one of those guys who really likes muscular women. I just do. There's just something about it. It's like, what else is there to say? Because that was an interesting turn. Where are we at in time here? That's where we're at on time. Okay. Anything else with the channel? Anything else with life? No, that's where I'm at right now. And we talked about a thing about like weight and all that. Like I'm gonna try to. Oh, here's my plan. I should talk about that. So let me get Kirby back in here. So I'm gonna try to lose 20 pounds this year. And here's the plan for it. It sounds reasonable. The plan is simple. That is, with the assumption of the 2,000 a day calorie thing. The attempt is to burn 500 a day, which means if I were to do 0, now this is the assumption that my body burns 2,000 calories a day. If there is a way to scientifically figure out exactly what your metabolism does, I would like to figure that out. I would love to be there and be like, hey, study me, tell me what my exact burn is. But let's go with a 2,000 assumption. Maybe it's only 19, maybe it's only 18. Let's just go with this assumption. So assuming I burn 2,000 a day with no exercise, that means I want to burn 500. I want to have there be 500 burn. That's what I want. Because if you burn 500 a day in a week, that's 1 pound a week. All right? So that means, in theory, if you were to be strict about this, and obviously it doesn't work this way necessarily, you could lose 56 pounds in a year. Now, obviously that doesn't actually work that way. There's things to keep in mind for that. Obviously you need to sleep good for some burn, to keep your burn going. And there's other factors that will affect your metabolism as well. Also, if you have too much of a deficit, your body will just burn less because you're just burning too much. That's the thing, is if you starve yourself, your body will just burn less, and that actually doesn't help you out. So you want to maintain a good appetite, but not to keep the metabolism up, but not too much, or if you're eating above your metabolism, obviously you're not going to lose any weight. So let's say 2,000 is what I burn. So then if I do 0 in a day, I should only eat 1,500. That's the baseline. Now here's the thing. Obviously I'm going to be moving around. So if I can quantify exercise and all that stuff, I'll do that. But what I want to do is either burn or eat to that level of get me to 15, which means burn 500. So what does that mean? That means exercise 500 a day. Now that sounds a little bit much, because how long does it take to burn 500 calories through exercise? And that is a couple hours of walking, maybe an hour or so of running, hour or so of swimming, weightlifting. Now that's the thing I got to figure out, like how much weightlifting would I have to do? And that is with good momentum, not like taking too long on breaks. How long would it be to hit 500 calories? That's the question. Because usually what I'll do is I'll work out about maybe about an hour every day, work out or walk or something. So I'm doing some sort of calorie burn every day. But I've definitely plateaued lately. Well, part of the reason why I plateaued is the holidays happen, so a lot more dessert. And my family just likes eating desserts, and they keep buying me desserts. So I'm eating more than I should be, well, at least sugar-wise. So that's not helping me out. So I have to get back to being strict, because I lost 20 pounds because I was very strict about my diet while also exercising. And I got less strict because, well, I lost 20 pounds. So I got to get strict again because I'd like to lose more. I'm patting my stomach. I'd like to lose more so that I'm at a healthier weight for my body. Now, here's the thing, of course, is keep in mind is it's not all weight loss if you're doing exercise to lose weight, because you're building muscle. That's the thing that's happening. You're also building muscle. So you don't necessarily lose all that weight. So that's the other thing to keep in mind, is some of it is transformative. If I'm exercising the burn, some of that gets transformed into muscle, not a loss of fat. So that's the other thing to keep in mind as well. That's why I need to figure out my fat percentage. But here's the also the safety net of it is try for 500, settle for 250. That's the idea. So do a minimum of 250 and go up to 500 if possible. That's the way I'm trying to do it and trying to see it. About an hour or two of walking will do 250. Maybe 90 minutes will do 250. So that's all I gotta do. Make sure I'm doing at least an hour of walking every day, and I'll get my minimum. So what is that math on that? If you can lose a pound a week in 52 weeks, you can lose 52 pounds. Then you cut that in half to 26 weeks. Would be 52 pounds, or the other way, 26 weeks would be 26 pounds. Or the other way about it is 26 bi-weeks means 26 pounds. That's the better way to put it. So if I'm losing a pound every 2 weeks, in 26 weeks, 26 pounds lost. Considering the holidays messed it up a little bit, then say 20 bi-weeks. There you go. So it is possible to lose 20 pounds, or at least done enough to make me lose 20 pounds, and if I gain muscle on the way, good for me. Was that confusing? Probably was. My bad. But that's my plan. I think it's very doable for anyone and everyone to either restrict a little bit or exercise a little more. I think that's totally doable, unless, of course, you just have a job that just doesn't allow you to do that, or just a lifestyle that does not allow you to do that. What I mean by that is if you're just, I don't know, like deadliest catch or something, like where you just have a life that does not allow you because you're working to survive, or you're a student and you have a job. Like, there are things that, of course, make it harder to pull this off. But if you find yourself a lot of free time, maybe just use an hour of that free time to better yourself. Because I'm finding that I'm like, well, I got all this free time. I should be trying to exercise more. So that's what I'm trying to do. And also just clean the house more. Do things like that. Be a cleaner person too. I've been a bachelor for so long that I've been so bad about it. That's the good thing for me, romantically. That's the good thing about having a partner is they help you improve yourself because you want to be better for that other person. And having Jinx as a best friend has helped that as well. Like, having Jinx as a best friend is, I don't want to disappoint Jinx. So I try to be a better person too in that respect as well. Though sometimes Jinx and I are both just partners in crime on certain things. So we don't improve in certain areas. But yeah, that's it. That's the vlog. I had fun talking. Hope you had fun watching and listening. And like, just TLDR, I think we can all just improve and become better. And having a plan is not a bad idea. So this is my plan. Just minimum this much I'm going to try to do every day. Try to aim for this higher goal though. Because I think aiming for a higher goal is not a bad thing. Because it helps you out. Because you're like, I aimed for this, didn't reach there, but I still did something. And that's very good. Of course, there's the other mindset. The other way around is like just doing anything is good. There's that mindset too, and I think it depends on where you are in your life. If you're somewhere in your life where you're not doing anything, just doing anything is good. But if you're already doing something, doing more will help you out. Just depends on where you are in your life. But I'm at a place in my life where I'm already active. I need to be more active so that I can achieve more because I've definitely plateaued. That's the vlog. Wait, did I say the reason why I got this haircut? Yeah, job interview Monday. I think I said that. Yeah, I'm going to get a job interview Monday. I've spent a whole year preparing for this job interview. That's kind of why I fell off pretty hard on content creation last year, because I've been trying to get this job thing, this promotion. If I get this promotion, my schedule will be different again, but it'll be more solid, and I'll be able to do more content creation again with better regularity, because I won't be on Graves anymore. Graves has really killed content creation for sure. But that's it. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching. That's what's all about it. Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Bye! 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 I love doing this motion. This is my favorite part. It's like, hey, 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 hey. I'm enjoying life. I really am. I hope you are too. See you later.